Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening here, doing an individual zodiac sign reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check your node. Um, if you're drawn to the video from the title, then there's more than likely a message for you. So keep that in mind, wherever the Aries placement in your chart may be, or the cross watcher that you might be. So, and energy is very fluid, and these are general readings. So there might be parts that resonate, parts that don't. Take what resonates in your heart as the part for you, and then, spit out the rest, is the biggest takeaway from these general messages. If it is something that's triggering you, that's something that your soul is trying to pull out to heal. If it's something that you recognize spot on, then that's also something that's trying to show you a synchronistic similarity and trying to pull you in. So please use your heart as your best guide. If the message does not fit, it doesn't fit. It's a general reading. So without further ado, Spirit, what messages do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Spirit, what messages do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Spirit, what messages do we have for Aries? All right, that feels good. Thank you in advance. First two cards are current energy. We've got the Two of Pentacles and the Hierophant. All right. And heart space, the Fool, King of Rods. Showing up, Aries. Fire energy right there in the heart. Wanting something new. I mean, looking longingly at, we've got the King of Rods and the Fool squarely looking at the Hierophant from the heart space. This is already, as I can see in this reading, this is a strong, I mean, if you look at this Fool and the King of Rods, they are both gazing from the heart space right at that Hierophant. So this is like the battle of the heart versus the head. I think I'll title this video that. I already know that one. Possible outcome. Page of Swords. And the Three of Rods. More fire energy. So, in your possible outcome, there's some truths that are being realized about what we've manifested into our existence, in our reality, and what we want to manifest into our reality. So the buddings, this is that first, the Page of Swords is that first internal honesty, that first step in becoming clear, cutting through what types of, when we look at your current energy with the Two of Pentacles and the Hierophant, it's that juggling of what your heart is telling you and your head has known from all your life. What we're indoctrinated with, what we're told as kids that we are firmly believe, that we firmly believe in as adults, but then as adults we become then true, makers of our reality, and we realize that there might be things in our past that were just learned. Not all truths are 100% truths. All truths are but half truths. And, when we look at the quantum world that we live in, there's nothing that's really untrue. It's just there's always more to the story. A perception can only hold, one individual's perception can only hold so much information in it. And based on the level of openness you've had to this point, you might have a more narrow-minded view of the world. So it's letting in, this Page of Swords and that possible outcome is letting in the truths to that fact that maybe I don't know what I thought I knew, or maybe that there's more to the story. It's coming into that quantum realization that no one is really wrong, but yet that there is more to the story, and that everybody has that path to walk to get to their, to get to that expanding sense, to get to that point where we're not restricting down and saying, no, these are my beliefs. Well, maybe our beliefs are only part of the story, and we open up to the possibility that there's more, that the people around us are there to just kind of show us and guide us, not be these rulers. The Hierophant is not the emperor. The Hierophant is just simply your deep-seated, rooted beliefs. And with this Two of Pentacles there, with it, it's that juggling of, is what I believe the end? Is this the end all? Or is there more to it? And then with this Fool and this King of Rods in your heart space, I'm seeing a definite, you're starting to question, wanting something more. There's something in your reality going on that's making you scratch your head like, wait a minute. This is completely getting me to question things that I've believed for a long time. Underlying energy, which you might not be aware of. Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So there's some traumas. There's some things that has happened to you that has formulated a large portion of what these deep-seated, rooted beliefs are in your current energy that you're boggling with. But that there's what's in between that is that hard work to unblock yourself. This is a healing energy. This is that drive to want to work to heal the trauma that's causing major blocks. This is mental blocks caused by past pains and traumas and disappointments. But a recognition that there's some hard work that comes with looking within yourself to heal that stuff and have a more open, expansive way to go about this healing process. Recognizing, because in this possible outcome, that little bit of truth that maybe what you've been believing is just a part of the story, there's more to it, starts to open up the recognition of how we've manifested everything into our lives and the way that we've manifested it into our lives, and how we can change that perception and start manifesting deliberately. Honesty, this honest, open look at things comes from that page. I'm going to pull an advice card from the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors by Alex Gray. Spirit, what advice do we have for Aries? Spirit, what advice do we have for Aries? All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... one of Alex's most famous artworks there. Let me see if I can get... yeah. There we go. A lot of people have seen this one on some Tool. I'm a big Tool fan too. So this is a long divinization is the reflection on this card. I'm going to go ahead and read this one. In a cosmos of billions of galaxies and a galaxy of billions of stars, there's a planet with billions of people. The only one we know. And every breath we breathe is a miracle. Our hearts pump. We see, we feel, we taste, we hear, we touch our world. And sometimes we forget the pure wonder of our brief journey on Earth. Our lives are committed to making artwork that wakes people up to the miracle of life, the value of being human, and the transformative power of love. There are moments when we see behind the opaque curtain of life, when the infinite one shines through the skin of the beloved, and we recognize the game we are in, the journey we are on, the powerful beings that we are, and the truth that is worth living for. Let us build a new temple in accordance with this vision, where the interfaith spirit of pure possibility can be embodied in the transformative architecture. Vision becomes form. To build sacred space is the art of a community. Please join us in the building of the Chapel of the Sacred Mirrors. This is, for me, when I look at this reading and then I see this advice card, this is a recognition of there being more. This is for an Aries who is sat in a position and now things are happening to make you question what more is there. Because what we see in touch and feel and taste in this world is not all there is. It's when you open up to the possibilities of all the unseen, and that's what the quantum world has done. It's opened up that channel into what is unseen being very real. And what a journey it is to go on to start investigating that. And you can do that simply by investigating into your inner being that you haven't investigated. So I hope this is help, and I will see you next time.